Ranking the best tight ends in Madden 23. We are back here with another tier list update. Today we're going to be updating the best tight ends in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Now before we do go on ahead, re-rank the old cards and rank the new cards, I do want to go ahead shout out the comment of the day. Now this is what the old tier list was looking like. Really, there's not a lot that I think should change. I do think Darren Waller probably needs to drop. I think Dallas Goedert and Waller right here should have been like top end of A. The first thing we're going to do is just drop everyone down in single tier. And right before we jump into the first card, this is what the list is looking like. Now we got a couple lower overalls to get us started. Will Dissly actually has 2 cards today, kind of crazy, but he's a 81 speed, he's 6'4", possession tight end, not really great route runnings. Now if we come down to his run block, he's a decent run blocker, but he isn't really as good as like the people that if you run they're good, like Dexter Lawrence, Taylor Decker, JJ Watt, Delaney Walker, all a lot better than this card. He is for sure going F tier for me. After that we got CJ, a little like flashback to last year's Bengal. Kind of forgot that he was on the Jets, but he's 6'6" this time, 88 speed. Again, decent route rank's not really great. We're looking for 90s across the board at this point and can't really run block. I don't believe he gets any discounted abilities either. I think this card is pretty awful. Again, he's an 88 overall though, but he is going F tier. Now we got Dalton, Schultz, and I believe the Cowboys did beat the Bucks in the wild card, so this card got a little bit better. He's now looking like bam, up to a 91 overall. Did his speed change at all? Okay, it went up 1. So his 89 speed, 92 excel, good route runnings across the board because you can get this medium up to 90, really for tight end, short and medium, most important. Deep really depends on your offense. A lot of times though, you will not have tight ends on deep routes, but if we take a look at his run blocking too, pretty solid balanced tight end, you know, not the best in the world, not the worst in the world. And for abilities, 1 AP tight end apprentice. I don't want to say this is like terrible, but like, I feel like with the Flacco, the Brady that just dropped, everyone should be using Hot Route Master. I don't think I'm going to put Dalton Schultz F tier. He's going like top end to D. And right after that, we got Cameron Brate, 90 speed on him with 90 short, 88 medium, 87 deep. This time you could get all the route runnings up to 90 with the route tree strat card. And he's 6'5", so decent height. Not the best run blocker, but does he get any discount abilities? No, he does not. I think this card is really similar to someone that we ranked in the past. I think he's right by Okonkwo, and I'm probably saying that so wrong, but I think he's right here. Like, I think these 2 cards are pretty similar. And if you didn't get enough of Will Dissly, guess what? Another Will Dissly card. Again, same height and everything. This time just gets like a lot better speed, 86 compared to the 80. So he went up 2 overalls, but he got 5 speed on him. Pretty big. Again, not really great route runnings. And okay, this is the weirdest upgrade I've ever seen in my life. Like, it really does not make sense. It does not make sense at all. His run block barely goes up, but his speed goes up 5. I mean, the card's still pretty awful. He's going F tier, but like such a weird upgrade. Now we got Hayden Hurst. He's 6'4", 89 speed. The route runnings this time just really aren't there. Like if you're not hitting 90 medium, it's a major red flag. And if we look at his discount abilities or anything, can't really get anything. Man, I don't think this card's great. He's not that much worse than Dalton Schultz though. I think he's like D tier, but he's like, he's hanging on by a thread. Like, I feel like D tier might be a little bit generous. He might actually be F tier, but like I said, I'll go ahead lean D. This card right here is going to surprise some people. Jordan Akins. So he's 6'4", 90 speed. Again, pretty decent route runnings. Can get the medium up to 90. Can't get the deep up to 90, sadly. And a decent run blocker. I think 70 is like okay. 70 is like literally just the definition of okay. But if we take a look at his abilities, gets 1 AP short and elite. This actually is not a terrible tight end card. I think he's like a tier worse than Waller. I think he's top end of C. I think there is an argument that he might actually be B tier for sure. I could definitely see it. He doesn't get the 1 AP short and elite. You know, with the 1 AP short and elite, I'm gonna go ahead and lean B. He has the speed. He has some decent route runnings. I think he's actually a pretty good card. I think B tier is a good spot for him. Now, I think there needs to be like another tier because I think there's a major gap in B tier, and I think people watching this would agree, right? I think like Dallas, Darren Waller, friermuth, parham, these 4 cards right here, I think they're a lot better than these cards right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a B+ tier. I need to separate them a little bit, and honestly, Jordan Akins might be like top end of this B tier right here. I don't know what Dawson Knox did to the people at EA, but for some reason they do not like him this year. They stat his cards awful. So he's 6'4", has a good height, but 89 speed, has no route runnings over 90 on a 93 overall. How does that even make sense? And he's even a decent run blocker. Okay, let's play my favorite game real quick. So he's a 93 overall. How many stats are a 93 or better? Catching, catching traffic. Is that it? I think that's it. So like, this card is awful, but can ability save him, gets 1 AP short in elite. This game is so ability driven that 1 AP short in elite, even though the card's stats are awful, 1 AP short in elite can get you C, but give me like OJ Howard, Jason Witten, Todd Heap, Hunter Henry all over him. This right here is one of the most interesting cards in Madden 23. We have Mercedes Lewis, aka Big Dog. So he's 6'6", 267, has a good height, 90 speed, 90 short arm running. Now, this would be an easy card to rank if he had medium or deep route running. He doesn't, but he's basically another tackle. So he has 95 run block, 90 pass block finesse, 82 pass block power, and 96 impact blocking. So now we need to come down to his abilities though. So tight end apprentice for 0, pretty nice. But the major thing on him that can kind of separate him, secure protector on your tight end for 1. The only other tight end that can get that right now is a tight end we'll cover a little bit later, but he can get secure protector for 1. Why is that important? Well, think about the blitzes you play a lot. You play a lot of 3-3, you play a lot of 3-3 cub, you play a lot of nickel over. This basically says you're able to block your tight end versus an ability rusher on defense, and he's not just going to get thrown to the dirt. Very, very huge. You have to treat this card like a tackle. And if you use him right in certain situations, he's S tier. I'll be honest, he is an S tier player. If you use him right, I think I'm gonna have him A. It's gonna be crazy, right? I'm gonna have people that disagree with me on this a lot, but it's so situational. But I think he is an A tier caliber player. I know the route runnings are not there. If you're gonna argue with me about route runnings, you completely missed the point of this card. And I just want to reiterate, this is not ranking him based off his receiver ability. This is if you use him right, he can play on the A tier level because he is actually a godsend versus some of these blitzes. I really want to see what y'all think about that in the comments because like I said, he's one of the most interesting cards in the game. Now we're getting into the heavy hitters. So first off, George Kittle. George Kittle is crazy good. He's 6'4", 94 speed, great route runnings, great everything with ball carrier moves, great run block as well. Now the big thing on him is 0 AP short and elite. Crazy good value once again. He is basically a perfect tight end. You can't get too much better than George Kittle at this point in the game. And he's going to be our first S tier player. I think George Kittle is kind of like on that next step compared to like Taysom Hill. Like he's a lot better than Taysom Hill in my opinion. After that, we got Owen Daniels. I can't even believe they made this card this good because I do not remember him ever having speed in like Madden's in the past, right? Like, am I wrong? But he has 93 speed, 97 XL. I mean, great route runnings across the board besides deep, but you could get it up to 90 if you really wanted to. Not the best ball carrier moves, has great run block with 90 this time. But the thing on him is his ability stack is kind of nuts. So potentially getting the combo of like short and elite. And I believe in this tier 3 spot, it doesn't show it right now, but I'm pretty sure you can get short and elite and red zone threat for 0. I might actually be wrong on that, but I believe you can. And again, I think Owen Daniels is one of the best tight ends in the game. I like Kittle more than him, but he is like a tight end 3 for me right now. He's still going S tier, but I do like Kittle a little bit more. And now we have the 98 overall Gronk. This card is absolutely ridiculous. This is the season 3 field pass reward. He's 95 speed, great route runnings across the board, has great ball carrier moves besides spin move, which spins aren't even that great this year, has basically tackle stats at tight end. Now if he wasn't already OP enough, he gets every single team chem, so potentially if you run any 50 out of 50 theme team, gonna be 97 speed. Again, they made this card so insane, so he gets special ability stacks as well. And like the tier 2 tier 3 bucket, it kind of changes a little bit. Like he can get secure protector for 1, he can get matchup nightmare for 1, probably my favorite ability on tight ends. But I like comboing matchup nightmare with, guess what, short and elite for 0. So you can have matchup nightmare, short and elite for 1 AP total. There is no doubt about it that Gronk is probably, I don't want to say, is he the best card in the game? I don't know, but he's for sure up there. And he is above everyone else. Like there's the S tier, and then finally there is the S plus tier where Gronk is him. Like These tight ends are the most runnable right now because I don't even think you can get Gronk right now. But as soon as you're able to get Gronk, everyone's going to be running Gronk. That is assuming that they just don't drop like the most OP tight end of all time. But yeah, y'all, this was my thoughts on tight ends in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should come down? If you did enjoy this video though, you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Stay up to date with the best cards in Madden 23. Now, if you want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description. Hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I greatly appreciate that. Now, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch, you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. We actually had a competition, including my viewers, aka y'all watching out there, that ranked the greatest Madden cards of all time.